Hello, sellers. How are you? I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling on eBay. So today I'm streaming, and if you're joining me on my Facebook business page, I love to be selling. Thank you, thank you. And those of you that watch my YouTubes, first of all, hit subscribe, and thank you. And those of you that are downloading my podcast, Kathy Terrell, I love to be selling. Thank you. And the reason I'm streaming today is I'm getting lots of questions like, Kathy, help! The fees are out of control. That's why I have a calculator. The fees are out of control. What do I do? What can I do to bring eBay fees back in control? And that's what this is all about, to help you. So let's talk about it because it's in the new seller update, the one that came out January 2025. And if you're not aware of it, the final value fees are increasing. eBay fees, you have insertion fees, which you may not be aware of. Consumer sellers, and that's sellers without, I'm just checking, make sure my mic is on. Yes, good, okay. Consumer sellers, and that's sellers without a store. You have 250 free listings every month. And then sellers with a store, depends on what tier store you have, depends how many free listings you have. And many people sort of forget that there are listing fees if you go above whatever your allotment is, okay? But the big fee, the big amount, is the final value fee. And everybody gets charged final value fees, okay? It doesn't matter whether you're a consumer seller, doesn't matter if you're a store seller, there is always final value fees. And particularly for my newer sellers, because this will happen, you'll sell an item and you're like, yay, I just made $20, $30, and you forget about the fees. So don't forget about the fees because yes, it's sold for that, but then you're going to pay eBay. Hi, Sharon, how are you? So I want to take a look at the increase in fees and really assess them because I'm seeing some people sort of doing the sky is falling on the fees. At the same time, you need to be aware of it, just like with any bank, with any financial institution. You know, if your electric rates go up, I'm here in New York, if your electric rates go up, if you're paying your a rent, right? If you're paying your rent, if your rent's going up, you need to be aware of it because it's part of running a business. And when I say running a business, you're running an eBay selling business, whether you're part-time or full-time. And seller fees seem to be a hot topic because on other platforms, Poshmark, Mercari, a lot of places are sort of playing around with the fees, which is charging buyers more fees and doing a buyer protection fee and a seller protection fee. It's sort of like dealing with banks at times. It's like, okay, we have this fee and we have that fee. I'm from the school of, just give me a flat fee so I know what I'm paying. But that's me. But let's talk about the final value fees because you need to be aware of what the changes are. And that's why I have my calculator. So to do the math, I have pen, I have paper, to help you. So hang on a second and let's get cracking on this. So here we go. So if you just search on the internet, the eBay Winter Seller Update, which came out in 2025, January, you'll see final value fee changes in most categories, okay? And you're going to scroll down and it's starting February 14th, okay? So mark that on your calendar, Valentine's Day. I'm like, okay, eBay. And they're explaining why. So with what they're doing, with all the changes, yada, 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 guess who's paying for it? We're paying for it. And again, this is not to knock eBay in any way, but face it, if money is being spent to, improve the sites, to improve whatever, people are being paid, people are being hired. And how does eBay make money? eBay makes money on seller fees. eBay makes money on promoted listing fees. eBay also, if you haven't noticed this, there's things like there's an eBay credit card that's called like an affiliate marketing. So eBay's getting a piece of that if you enroll in getting an eBay credit card, okay? So, and this is all normal. It's on other sites too, but eBay charges fees. The sellers are the ones paying the fees on eBay. And that's how eBay runs. eBay's not a nonprofit. It's a for-profit. eBay is capitalistic. But us as sellers need to know what the fees are so that we can price our items appropriately and make decisions. And this is why it's so important to know what the fees are, because sometimes when you're out shopping for inventory, knowing what the fees are to sell the item, so let's say it's a lower ticket item, you might decide that it's not worth your while to buy the item. So do keep an eye on that. And that's why looking at the fees, like, is this really worth selling? Okay. So they're giving us all the reasons why they're raising our fees, which is they're doing all these things for us. And it's only going up 0.35% for most categories, up to a maximum of 0.35. Now that sounds very mild. This is when I did my math. And again, what I encourage you to do is grab a calculator. I also like to use things like Alexa. Alexa does a lot of my math. Also, you could use something like Siri, and you just tell them, you know, on this dollar amount with this percentage off, how much is that? And your nice little Siris and Alexas will tell you also your calculator. But this is what I want us to look at. So current fees, and this is most categories. So I picked most categories. Most categories right now are 13.25%. Okay. The updated fee will be 13.6%. And again, that sounds pretty mild. So what I did was, and again, this is why I encourage you to grab a calculator. On a $40 item, okay, that's $40 with free shipping. My final value fee at 13.25% would be $5.30. When it goes up to 13.6, it will be $5.44, 14 cents more. And you go, that doesn't sound too bad. I rounded it up to 15 cents just because it's easier to do math. And if I'm charged 15 cents more on 40 items, so let's say that's a month's worth of sales, it might be a week's worth of sales for you, that's 2 weeks worth of sales, whatever it is, that's $6, okay? So let's say that's $6 more every 2 weeks. So that's $6 more times 2 for the month, so that would be 12. And then I would multiply 12 times 12, and I get an idea of how much more money I'm paying in final value fees, okay? Now, this is the kicker for those of you that sell higher ticket items, okay? So let's say I typically sell items that are around $150. Right now, your final value fee at 13.25 is $19.80. That's on a $150 item. Again, I'm including free shipping just to round the number up. With the new one, new rate, 13.6, it would be $20.40. And again, then you add it by how many you would sell a week times a month. So that way you know how much your fees are going up every month. Is it $20, $15? And again, this is rough estimates, but you need to be aware of this. $30 for people with higher ticket items. I've got like my friend Linda who sells a lot of luxury consignment. It might be $1,000. And then you look at it, and this is why you look at the fees, okay? Again, this is not evil eBay. What this is about is sourcing. Is it worth buying and selling with the final value fees I'm going to be paying? I am very happy to sell on eBay. I do not want my own website. I'm very happy for eBay with the seller protections that I get and everything that's a part of eBay. Of course, you like to pay like 1% final value fee, but that's not going to happen. But it helps you with sourcing. Is this worth buying to resell with the final value fees? Okay, so that's step one. Step two is, how can I reduce my fees? Okay, how can I bring my fees down legitimately? Okay. And there's 2 ways. If you know more, certainly comment and let me know. One is to go to a store, and all store levels have the same reduction in final value fee. So whether it's a starter store, which is the lowest tier store, or all the way up to enterprise, it's the same. So take a look at that. Is opening a store worth it to you? Okay. If you only have 30, 40 listings, typically no. Typically more like over 100, then you start looking at a store. But the second way, and you don't need a store to do this, so this is why I'm pointing this out, is look at becoming a top-rated seller, and we're going to look at that, and then what it is to be top-rated plus. Because when you are top-rated plus, in case you don't know this, you can save 10%, 10% on your final value fee. And those of you that have been selling for a while, who want to go down memory lane, Used to be 20, right? Remember 20? That was so nice. And we lost that. We lost that a long time ago. How long took that away from us? It was like, oh, and it went down to 10. But 10 is nice. 10 is nice. 10 is very nice. And so take a look at top rated sellers. So I'm going to show you this if you're not aware of this. So hang on a second. Here we are, top rated seller program. First, you do not, let's just scroll up. Here we are, top rated seller. First, you do not need to be an eBay store owner to be a top rated seller. And I do hear that sometimes. People think you have to be, yeah, I remember 22 shares. I was like, that was so nice. Gone. So, but you do need to be on the platform and an active account, okay? So you're an active eBay seller for 90 days, for 3 months. And you can understand that. eBay just wants to see your track record, to see you're on the platform, to see you're selling, to see you're shipping, you're taking care of people. 90 days isn't that long. So 3 months, I've got to be an active participant on eBay. Okay, my account's active. 100 or more transactions. So get busy listing, and $1,000 in sales during the last 12 months with US buyers. So if you can be active for 90 days and pull that off, you could be a top rated seller after 90 days. So get busy listing, right? Listen to this video while you're listing. Okay. So list. Defect rate. And the way you get defect is that you are out of stock. We don't want that. And that we are not shipping on time. So you want your defect rate to be less than or equal to 0.5, and that's in Seller Hub. Cases closed without seller resolution less than or equal to 0.3. And what that means is that you haven't answered the buyer, okay? Seller resolution means you answer the buyer, you deal with your buyer. You need to respond to your buyer, like they got something they didn't like, they want to return it, whatever. You need to respond, okay? Late shipping, big no-no. So whatever your handling time is, and you can become a top-rated seller with a 2 or 3 day handling time. So if you're having a problem getting things out the door, it is better to have a 2 or 3 day handling time and ship on time than to have a 1 day handling time and be late. So you don't want to be late, okay? Tracking uploaded within your stating handling time. And again, this is why meeting your handling time is so important. So I will then say, of course, so Sharon's here, I'm here. We've been selling on eBay for 90 days. We have great ratings. We're shipping on time within our handling time. We're taking care of our customers. Poof, we're now top rated sellers. And you get notified by eBay. eBay goes, congratulations, you're now a top rated seller. So, and again, trip down memory lane. There used to be a badge for top rated seller. And sometimes people will say, hey, I'm a top rated seller. Where's my badge? It's gone. It's gone. You don't have one anymore. What you will see on your listings is that you are one of eBay's most reputable sellers. Okay. And that's shown to the buyer. So that's a good thing. But you will not see a top rated seller badge. Haha. But how do you get a badge? Top rated plus. So one, got to be a top rated seller. Once you're a top rated seller, and eBay will notify you, then you can, if you meet the qualifications, become top rated plus. Why do I care about being top rated plus? Besides that, it's just nice. It's nice to have badges. You save money, right? We're looking at eBay fees. The less fees I pay, the more money, and I'm going to keep using Sharon, the more money Kathy and Sharon make. This is a good thing. So I want to pay less eBay fees, more money for my bank account. How do I do this? Top rated plus. If this works for you, okay? So some people are going to go, no, I don't want to do this. But you need to at least know what it's about, okay? Same or 1 business day handling time. So if you were doing 3 day handling or 2 day handling, it could be weather, it could be same or 1 business day handling, okay? And it doesn't need to be same. A lot of my business sellers do same. They've got warehouses, they've got employees, great. Same or 1 business day handling. So 1 business day is fine. Business days, if you don't know this, quick eBay quiz. Business day to eBay, Monday through Friday. Saturday is not a business day. Sunday is not a business day. So that means by eBay rules, if you sell on Friday, it doesn't have to ship until Monday. Okay. If you ship on Saturday, that's great, but you don't have to. If you sell on Friday, it needs to go out on Monday. Okay. For 1 business day handling time. So you go, I think I can do that. I can do 1 business day. Good. That's hoop number 1. 30-day or longer, and don't gag on this, 30-day or longer, free return. So this is typically where sellers go, no, 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 no. You know what I mean? People are going to take advantage of me and they're going to take my money and whatever. So here's the scoop. If you have categories where you get a lot of returns, okay? I'm thinking of my friend Joe DeMarco, Hubcap Joe. So Joe sells hubcaps, and what he says to me inevitably is that people often, shall we say, make errors in ordering the wrong hubcaps, okay, and end up returning them. So for him, or exchanging them. For him, free returns would not be a good business model, okay? But then you have other people where I'm thinking my friends, Maida and Bill, who sell really unique collectibles, very unique, okay? And typically with collectibles, you don't get returns because they are very unique. People are really looking for that unique rock and roll thing. I do some Broadway memorabilia, that Broadway thing. So it's very, very rare. In fact, I don't think I've ever gotten a return on Broadway memorabilia. So on that, I'm going, heck yes, I'll do free returns. And if you're not sure, you're like, I'm not sure if I want to do this, try it. Just opt in. Again, once you're top rated seller, do it and try it and watch. Do my returns all of a sudden skyrocket? If they do, real simple, go into eBay, bulk edit, take it off. And it's like, you know what? The 10% final value fee isn't worth it. The other thing to consider, so let's say in Broadway collectibles, I get 1 or 2 returns a year. So for the 30 or 40 items I sell that I'm saving, 10% final value fee on, and the 1 or 2 I might get back that I am paying the shipping on, I still come out ahead. I'm still coming out by $30, $40, $50. Okay. So consider that. Yes, you, on that category, you might get a few returns, but the amount of money that you're going to be saving far outweighs it. So it's one of, these things. That's why, back to calculators, and you can look at your paid and sold, and you can see what your situation is, because with Top Rated Plus, it's not a one size fits all. So for instance, my Broadway collectibles, I can do free returns. And then I'm trying to think of women's clothing, I'm going to do buyer pays returns. So on my women's clothing, I'm not going to get the 10% final value fee, but on my collectibles, I am going to get the final value fee deduction. Okay. So take a look at your categories. Again, once you're top rated seller, can I do free returns? Like, do I have categories that I've had sellers talk to me, they never get returns. Never. So it's like, go for it. Okay. So again, why? Because you make more money. Even with eBay inching up fees, you are still going to make more money with doing Top Rated Plus free returns. Okay. Same or 1 business day handling, free returns. Let's see what else they want us to do. And then once you do it, and they're telling us we don't have to do it on everything, that's when you get the Top Rated Plus seal. Those are the listings when you're scrolling on eBay. And this is another way to stand out in eBay search, because people always say, Kathy, how do I stand out in search? Top Rated Plus seal, right? No matter what category you're in, not all the sellers are Top Rated Plus because they haven't been on for 90. They're not doing free returns. They're not doing same or 1 business day handling. You are. You get the seal on your listings. It helps you to stand out in eBay search. Also a good thing. Okay. And thank you, eBay, for reminding us, 10% reduction on final value fees. So eBay's a business. It's not a nonprofit. Fees are going to continue to go up. Then I got to take a look at what's going to be good for me sourcing inventory, because I love eBay. I love selling on eBay. Got to pay the fees. That's how eBay pays their bills. And then honestly, it's what we're doing, and all businesses do this. All stores do this. All retail does it, right? You're at Macy's. The cost of Macy's, like I shop at Herald Square, huge store. I can't even imagine how much money just to even turn the electricity on, right? I'm the shopper. I'm paying for it. We're paying for it. I'm paying with what I buy. with what I buy, it's reflected in the price. Okay. Oh, and I got a cha-ching. See, I've got a great workshop coming up for you. And this is the kind of thing I dive into, right? What to source for inventory, how to be profitable, how to be more profitable, make more money, even when eBay fees are going up. What to do with algorithms. And the algorithms are how your items are discovered on eBay search, how I can stand out, like the top rated plus seal. That's great. It's right on my listing. It helps me to stand out. This is a good thing. All right. I want to stand out to shoppers, but come and join. This is going to be super fun. I do these workshops only a couple times a year. It's me. It's completely live. And it is the I Love My eBay Selling Masterclass. Sharon, I know you've signed up, so I'm excited. It'll be great to see you. Come join us. It's super fun. It'll be February 10th, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It is taped for my wonderful people with all different time zones and things going on in our lives. It is taped, but I am live. So I'll be live in the Facebook group where this is happening. And then it's taped and you'll be able to watch the replay for a couple days. But come and join. It's super fun. It is loaded with tips. Well, get your sales off to a great start for 2025 and give you all kinds of ideas. Again, how do I make more money selling on eBay, regardless of fees going up and up and up? I can still stay profitable. You can still stay profitable. I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling. Bye-bye, everybody. Come join us. It's going to be a blast.